The 10th player was eliminated from Australian Survivor, Australia versus the World. It's time to figure out why Shonee lost.
Shonee, the tribe has spoken.
Yes.
Shonee came into the season with a mission, getting revenge against George, and she accomplished that, though it makes me seriously wonder how her game would have been different if she hadn't. Of course, it's understandable that she wouldn't trust him, but the problem was that she didn't have anyone else to trust either. Was this a case where it's better to have the devil you know? Instead, Shonee made a series of temporary alliances, moving around as circumstances allowed or dictated. She was, as she said, keeping her options open. Meanwhile, other duos solidified. Parvati and Suri, Luke and Janine, Tommy and Cass. This season has really been directed by pairs, but Shonee didn't have one. Never was this clearer than in this episode, the final 5, with 2 duos and Shonee. This really should have been a gimme for one of the pairs to scoop her up and use her against the other. Of course, by the time the vote came around, the only ones who could have done that were fellow Aussies Luke and Janine, since Luke got them both immunity. But even without that, while I feel like Shonee made a good case to Parvati and Suri, it wasn't going to happen, just as it hadn't happened previously. We saw a few suggestions that Shonee would be more difficult to beat in the end, as Janine told Luke that she had a good game, for example, while Suri and Parvati want to face Janine at the end. While I do think Janine would be the least difficult opponent because it has appeared that she's been so attached to Luke, it doesn't mean you're guaranteed to get that outcome. If Shonee had a partner, I think the maneuvering could have worked out differently, even if that partner were George. Though he would have needed to show some trustworthiness, so that still might not have been possible. But once she voted him out, she just really never got her footing in the game. She tried to jump back and forth, but this ended up being a game of duos, and she didn't have one. She did get her revenge on George, but once she accomplished that goal, she didn't have trust with other people to move forward to the end. And that is why Shonee lost. Be sure to subscribe so you get my mini WhyXLost videos for the finale, and of course a WhyXLost. Plus, watch for separate short videos with my thoughts on some of the more interesting or funny points of the game. Plus, plenty of Big Brother 27 content and US Survivor videos coming soon.